It's come to this make or break week. There's a final playoff push going on in fantasy football, and if you want to make the postseason, you cannot have underwhelming players in your lineup in week 12, like these three guys. This is Mayo's Triple Play, Fantasy Busts. I called Ray Rice my favorite buy low 2 weeks ago, and last week he proved that in a good matchup, he can still produce good fantasy numbers. But this week against the Jets, you gotta sit him down. It's the worst matchup he could have. Well, the second worst matchup. He could be facing Arizona. And there are enough decent options, even on the waiver wire, that you can shy away from Ray Rice. But starting next week, that's what you want to play him. 4 great matchups in a row, and he'll carry you to a fantasy title. As long as you don't play him this week. Look, I like Antonio Brown as much as the next guy, especially in PPR leagues. He's averaging over 8 catches a game. But this week, there's 2 words that are going to shut him down. Joseph Hayden. And he might not even lock him down. He just might pass interfere with him. Either way, terrible for fantasy numbers. And what the Steelers are going to do? Spread the ball around. Pick on the rest of the Browns secondary. It doesn't mean he's necessarily a sit, because in PPR he is pretty safe. You have to temper expectations. He's not going to be a top 10 guy like he's been all season. Got it? Phillip Rivers, the Riv, El Riv, is a very middling play at quarterback this week. I have him at number 16. That's behind Scott Tolzien, Eli Manning, Case Keenum, and actual good and secret bald Mike Glennon. There's just no upside to be had with Rivers this week. At Arrowhead, Casey's only allowed 2 passing touchdowns once in a game all season long. And they just held Peyton Manning to 1 passing score. They can do it to Phillip Rivers too. So just turn somewhere else and gamble on higher upside. So those are my 3 busts for week 12, and you want to avoid them in daily fantasy, especially if you play on DraftKings.com, which you should be doing. They have loads of daily tournaments running every day, but there's one big one you want to get into. The Sunday 200 grand, a guaranteed prize pool of $200,000. It's a lot of dough. If you want some of it, you go to DraftKings.com, sign up right now. Find out all the details there too, and use my picks, and it gives you the best chance to win. I'm Pat Mayo, and I shall see you next time.